In this video, I'm going to tell you how to emulate your app on an Android phone. Before you do that, you have to make sure your computer has enabled a virtual machine. So if you have not done that, please ask your parents to help you to do that. If they cannot help you figure that out, please come to my office hour. I will help you out on the virtual machine stuff. So given you have already enabled the virtual machine on your computer, once you import your project and open your Android Studio, you should be able to see what I see here, okay? So we're going to work on the device manager here, device manager. The first time you use it, you have to create a device for yourself. You can see I have two devices here already, Pixel 2, Pixel 4a. Those are two cell phones made by Google. They're real cell phones, not just for emulators. You literally can buy those cell phones on Amazon. So we can run our app on those phones and simulate the effect on our computer using this device manager. So the first thing we do is create a device. I created two devices here already. So assuming you never create any device, you click on this create a device. Then you can see we have so many devices available. They belong to different categories: phone, tablet, wear, OS, TV, automotive. There's so many of them. For this project, we are only going to work on the phone. So choose a phone and choose the old phone, okay? Old phone. I would recommend you to choose Pixel 2. That's old enough so that it runs relatively faster. If you choose newer phones, such as Pixel 6, that takes a long time to run because newer phones, the memory cost and the computation cost is always higher than old phones. Okay, so choose a Pixel 2 and click next. Accept everything it asks you. So it wants us to download, select a system image. Click on this sandbox, click next. Then it asks you about name, just use the default name. And setup orientation, just use the default orientation, which is a portrait. Everything just uses default. Then click finish. Okay, great. So once we finish, we should be able to see our phone here. You see, because I previously loaded this Pixel 2 phone here already, so that's why I see two Pixel 2 phones. If you never did that, you should only be able to see one Pixel 2 cell phones here. But don't worry, if you have one, click on it. You'll see you have a few actions you can do. So if you move your cursor to this, you can launch this AVD in the emulator. So that is basically saying running this app. So please click on this. Okay, so now you see on this side, starting AVD. It might take a long time on your computer if you're using laptop. So just be patient as it is loading all the files and for the emulator. Okay, now you see our phone. It is very fast on my computer because first, I did it before. Second, my computer is very fast, very new desktop. That's why it's fast. Don't be frustrated if it is slow on your computer. Just be patient and use this time to use the bathroom or do whatever you want. Come back after 5 or 10 minutes to see how things are going. Okay. Now you see it is still loading the phone, starting on the phone. Just be patient, wait. Oh, now you see our phone has been started up. It's still starting. Takes a little bit of time. Okay, it seems that our phone has been loaded. Okay, but our app has not been loaded yet. So the next thing we do is that we see there's a button here. So this button says run app. So if you click on this button, this app should be running on this phone. Okay, let's click on it. On the lower right corner, you see the Gradle build is running. So basically we are implementing the app on this phone. It takes some time if you're doing it on your laptop. Just be patient. Okay. Okay, now you see we're starting the app. Okay, the app has been loaded. So it is exactly as we designed. It's called a guessing game, guessing a number between 1 and 100. Here you can put a number here. And if you click here, this text box, you should have an input method here. And the default input method is letters. But in this game, we're using numbers. So let's click on 45, give us input. Then click on guess. There should be some output, but since this input method is blocking the output message here, so let's minimize this input method. Oh, the message is here. It says 45 is too low. Try something different. So how about we do, let's say, 67. 66. 66 too high. So now you see how the app is running and how we load the app into the emulator. Thank you for watching. See you next class.